All people from Hostel 3 and their families, please assemble on the steps. Hostel 3. Anybody from Hostel 3?
Move behind. Go back. Please move behind.
Hostel 4.
The mushroom है सब जगह चलता है.
Hey, Hostel 5!
Yo, Hostel 5!
Don't move.
Hostel 7.
Are we ready?
Okay. Hostel 8. Now somebody needs to come and take the photographs.
You feel proud to be associated with the IIT, right? Routinely, you have a situation where when somebody says, "Where are you from?" you get up and say, "I'm from IIT," and that makes you feel proud.
One morning,
So why hostel in particular?
I think we learned more in this place than we learned in the classrooms. Really, you got a bunch of guys who were on an intellectual profile way up there, IQs of 160 plus. Personality is widely different. And to learn to live with somebody with a widely different personality, with the same IQ level, it's a tough job.
Naru, hey, साले Naru यहाँ है. Naru, कल्लू. साले, Pari. This is Gira Bal. Right. Go. What's up? I need to be like.
There was a cafeteria, and on it you could see a massive white wall. And that famous Che Guevara poster? Yeah. It was right across there. Yeah. You must remember that was the time Woodstock. If you put on any music system, you will find Woodstock flowing, and everybody with a guitar and long hair and everything. It was crazy. And this is the same guys. The same guys who used to freak out on Woodstock are now chairmen of IT companies.
This has got to be worth something there. This is this is before and after. That was before and after. Shorty.
How are you?
Great, yeah.
Good.
See you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hi, hi. Nice to see you.
If he comes in, just let me. Me?
I recognized you, but Gavi asked you.
How are you doing?
Good, really good. How are you?
Good. What are you doing?
Please assemble there. I'm going to call that what ID did for us. Okay, fine. I'm going to get hold of Gurnani.
Yeah. Thanks.
If Colin comes, Jerry comes, unusual careers. Madhu come?
Good to see you, man. कैसा है? Fine, fine. How are you? सारा कभी आता नहीं सर क्या कर रहे? एक बार तेरे घर पे आया था। मैं कहा था मैं। साला तू भूल गया ना साले। एनटीआर को भूल गया यार। ये देख ये मुझे सारा सबको भूल गया। अपन मेडलर से भूल गया। चल हेल्थ केयर में है। ये तो बजा भैया। ये साले आटे का तो बहुत पड़ेगा। ना ना सब हो गया साला। यार मुझसे भूल गया। मैं दे दूँ ना
like I've been here before. Feel like I've been here before, and you know it makes me wonder what's going on.
This is a substantial memory for you walking in like this, huh?
Yeah, but the place has changed. The place has changed quite a bit.
Who's responsible for that?
Nandan,
Why is that?
he spent about $1.5 crore on this hostel alone.
But the media doesn't know that, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that. The media knows he's donated money, but they don't know for what.
What was the state of the hostels before this kind of change took place here?
Oh, they were falling apart. So, but I don't know if some of the other hostels, if you visit, you might still find one or two in fairly dilapidated state. And other batches have also pledged, funds. I think the batch of 72 or something pledged to paint all the hostels. And a lot of the hostels have since got, in 94, as Kanwal said, it was really falling apart. Even in 97, it was horrendous. And slowly it's improving. It's not yet up to what we would like.
But we have to start somewhere. If we don't start now, when are we going to start?
तुमको $1 million वगैरह कुछ बोल दिया वो निकाल रहा है वो price tag is $1 million if you're not part of something.
It's about time we start building and people like him are leading the way.
I'm just a honorary member.
Very strong views on this batch.
I heard about that.
Greatest batch of all time.
But he's been conferred the honorary 25-year membership. Yes.
There is a tradition of philanthropy in India for a
Good
long
afternoon, ladies and
time.
gentlemen.
A lot of it has gone towards religious things and all that.
Right.
But even for education, there's been a lot. You look at all the institutions I just named for you.
Technologies starting shortly.
Always set up by private endowments or with the vision of a private person, of a person like Sarabhai or Lalbhai or Tata or whatever.
In the sense that, this feeling of giving back.
The Indian Institute of Science was set up in the early 1900s by a donation from Sir Dorab Tata and the Maharaja of Mysore in 1903 or 1905. So there's a long tradition in this country of that. But in the last 30-40 years, because there have not been enough entrepreneurship in India and not enough wealth creation, it had come down. Now again, it is a resurgence of this. Obviously, IITs will have to become more self-sufficient, be it in terms of higher tuition or higher consultancy revenues or endowment. So we'll look at alternative means to keep the place going. And I think all these things are coming together. And also there are a lot of alumni who have done well, so they're all coming back and chipping into this effort. There's a shared vision of where IIT should be, the role of what government should do and the role of the public sector and all that has undergone change. But there's no question that the IITs are contributing immensely in technology, both in India and abroad, in a big way. In that sense, they're fulfilling some of the original vision.
Rajan.
The other day,
Recently, the IITs were set up by something called the Sarkar Committee. That is even pre-independence. The Sarkar Committee was set up in the 1940s, in the British days, to look at what should be the future of high technology education in India. And they had suggested having these IITs. So it's really a pretty old concept, 1940s.
just say hello. Come here, sweetheart. How are you, Vera? Our daddy's good. That you can live by. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
Well, I'm no longer 24.
He's just a good guy.
As two people who have talked for 3 to 5 minutes about what IIT did for you. Anytime. 3 to 5 minutes is short. Yeah, but 5 minutes, but there. I didn't do it.
Them on your dream. The one they pick. The one you know.
One of the few who are still hanging on to the old industry as opposed to the new technology. I think first of all I'd like to thank the batch of 75 for inviting us today. Because I think when we got into IIT, you were just getting out of diapers. Hi, Shorty. Are we having fun yet?
Jack? Someplace? First thing I would like to congratulate you is preserve this shirt for 25 years. Hope you washed it in between.
I remember when I got out of the second year and went in to take the courses at the department, I started to learn real engineering. And once Professor Kanetkar came to teach us something in machine design, and he had some interesting comments to make. He said that when you get out of here and start to work, you will consider yourself fortunate if you use 5% of everything you learn here in the 5 years. Unfortunately, you don't know exactly what 5% it's going to be. You have to take in the other 95%. Well, I did take in the other 95%. And today, to be honest with you, I would be hard-pressed to find the 5% that I do not use. Engineering is really not the same thing as science. In my mind, it has always been about using science to actually do something that's useful for the mankind and for the society that we live in. I think most of us who have lived in the hostels for a long time remember the bull sessions that normally started after the dinner was over. And those sessions have also taught me something very, very valuable. And it was the art of communicating your point of view. And in those days, it didn't really matter what the point of view was, whether it was valid or invalid. It just had to be your own. And it is that technique that becomes, I think, fundamentally useful later on in life.
5 years ago, we had a reunion of the class of 75 in US. And we had managed to get, I think, about 20 families. And I think out of 20, I forget whether the number exactly was 20 or 40, but there were no more than 2 who were still working in technical field. The second person was Hemant Kanakia, who has since gone on to start his own company and is now in an advisory position. But the point is, I don't think it is really critical that people stick to engineering. I don't think it really matters. I think the important thing is they go and succeed in whatever they want to do.
That kind of confidence comes from this institution?
It does. Because here you have to come and compete with the best. And once you go out and you figure out that you can actually compete very favorably with the best there is.
Good night. Just remember, this is not a courtroom.
Nobody would have guessed that I'd be sitting here and saying what I'm about to say. It gives me great pleasure to come back to IIT. When Kirat mentioned to me at lunch that I had to say a few words as to what IIT has meant to me, the importance of working very hard. That's why I went back to school to try it again. Second, it taught me a very important lesson, and that is the can-do attitude. If you can get in and graduate, you can do anything in the world. And third, of course, everybody has mentioned over here the phenomenal marquee value of IIT. I remember our first corporate client. I made a 3-hour presentation to him, and I didn't hear. That's what I said. Oh God. I'll tell you about it. That's what I said. I said, oh God, look guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. You sit here, I'll be back. So I come back and they said, you're hired. I said, how did you suddenly decide? He said, I saw that little piece of paper on the wall that says IIT Bombay. If you can get in and you can graduate, boy, you must be a good attorney.
I spent 7 years of my life in IIT. That's because I did BTech and MTech here. Those last 2 years is the place where IIT gave me my husband. Yes, that's it. I'm sure all IITians will agree to this, that the best thing to happen for a young woman in India is to get an IITian as a husband. Well, I have enjoyed every part of my stay in IIT, and especially the Congo movies and all that. Today also, whenever along with my children I sit and watch some old movie and see some scene where hero is bashing the villain, okay, I tell my children, yes, this is the time all of us used to bang Congo chairs and shout, hero, hero. I have really enjoyed today's day especially, when I met all my friends, all my batchmates and their families. Yes, I'm very happy for the organizers. Who are the organizers? They went on sending very frequent reminders, emails saying that yes, all of us must get together at this day and meet each other. Yes, thank you very much.
I'm the guy who dragged him into this place, and this thing was just too.
When he came in, I said, you guys from California come in and think everything in India is decrepit. Come on, yaar, you guys look at Indian eyes. And he said, no, aake dekh ke jao. So then I came to see it about 2 years ago. Right. Then I said, my God, this is really falling apart here.
Now it is, it looks like a world-class institution today. I mean, a world-class hostel.
Not yet. The class has to grow.
Yeah, I mean, it's going. We're making.
We got to get phones in every room.
On our way there.
We're on our way. Phones, TVs, every room must have a broadband connection.
Internet broadband connection.
Right, that's the jargon, is it?
Optical
broadband.
Optical fiber is already up to the internet room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then it's easy to lay. Yeah?
You haven't heard? Batch of 75 gifted it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No, but then it's easy to lay. Yeah, you paid
You're
your
the one who paid
$1,000.
the check.
You write the check, remember? The one that I bugged you all guys about, yeah? So we're going to serve our kids hostel.
Welcome, Malone. Chalo, bye. Sorry, run away.
Teach your children well. Their father's help did slowly go by, and feed them on your dream. The one they picked, the one you love by.
Giving back is happening now because this is the time when some of us have seen the success, and it's time to give back.
Like what kind of success?
I think
you've done good things.
all kinds of success. I think
for yourself, you've done well.
Yeah, I mean, I think people have done well in general. But success, I mean, at least Bunny knows. I don't measure success by the amount of money you made.
He's been at the forefront of all these networking technologies and so on. So I think he means it in that sense. A contribution to science and technology.
Probably half the people are in technology. Some people have purely migrated to finance and MBA and other stuff.
I would say talking to the
talking of finance, come on.
people like this guy,
This is one of the turncoats who did not remain in engineering.
No, the guy was smart to get out of it. Yeah, he knew he was not good for anything, so he knew to move money around in the world. Yeah? That's the only thing I'm good at. Okay? Yeah? But
I don't know.
Yeah, what do you don't know? Yeah, Saleh. The most Banyagiri I did here. The TV, you remember? TV? No. I charged everyone 1 rupee.
Right.
And everyone was ready to lynch me.
That's right.
For 5 days, 1 rupee per day for the test match.
Right.
And we paid for the TV set. And that was the first TV on the campus.
Right.
Professors didn't have it, and we had it.
We used to charge
No. Victor Manen is now the CEO of Citibank. Okay? Kirat Patel is KP. Samir Kandare. That's Samir. Satya, this guy is there. Yeah. They're not Chao is there. Chao is there. Mera naam nahi, I was good for talking. I was always good for the comedy. I was always good in the comedy of life. Yeah. So this is what it was. So PA was last. KP, God, this is like old times there.
Almost cut my hair.
Nandan just reminds me he's already batch of 75 since he's got the cap. Nandan.
You know, the batch of 75 is a very humble and unassuming batch. They felt that rather than extolling their own virtues, they should get me to talk about them. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that the batch of 75 is the greatest batch that ever was. Simply that I joined Hostel 8 in 1973, and as you know, Hostel 8 in 1973 was dominated by these guys, and I've been dragged by every one of them.
रूम टेक क्या यार
पार्टनर नोट बताओ यार
पार्टनर नोट बताओ सारे
I asked them for an honorary membership of the batch of 75, so they said, if you give a large sum of money to IIT Bombay, then we'll make you a member. This must be the most expensive cap in the history of
Not 30 paisa for the phone call, but none of that. So the system was you take a little hanger and you pull it down.
And actually, do you remember that other guy who used to be 20 paisa for phone? He would have 1 coin and collect from 100 guys, 1 more coin.
Now, I think another thing about the batch of 75, it really began the tradition of giving by starting the IIT Bombay Heritage Fund, which came out of the 20th anniversary they had at Cape Cod in 1995. And it's because of the efforts of the batch of 75 people like Raj Mashruwala, Anil Sagar, Paritosh Chokchi, Subhash Tantri, that the Heritage Fund is where it is today. So give them a big hand for these guys. So anyway, I think there are very great reasons for this batch to be the greatest batch of all time. As I said, all my best friends are from this batch. I have more friends from the batch of 75 from my own batch. For me, this cap, which is the membership they've given me, is the most precious thing I've got. And see you all guys 25 years from now. Thank you very much.
याद है?
I remember dinner when I asked Davis, I remember.
Davis
That guy was there. What's his name?
You know the chef over here is trained in the Taj?
Yeah?
Yeah. Rohini was just telling me.
Acha. But I find one or two boys who were
Because
there.
they didn't know how to use the new equipment.
Okay.
So,
They were trained there.
yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Quite amazing. How are you? You still sick?
You know what he does?
No, it was very different. Yeah. But a lot of the guys were there.
Yeah. Which makes you feel.
Hey. Oh, that's right. I gotta get this together. How about if I catch up with you a little bit later?
The IIT Bombay Heritage Fund is the first fund US which is solely floated to help an Indian university or college. They have made great strides in raising funds. They have chapters all over the US, and soon the Indian part of that Heritage Fund will be operative through the Alumni Association. This is the place where every hostelite, every department is forgotten, because this is the student gym. This is where every one of us spend time, and it's neutral territory. We have an idea here that our batch should leave behind a legacy in IIT.
Even if you tuck it in, it'll still come out.
Really short, I say.
Different game plan is needed here.
That's a good idea.
What we'd like to do is provide the most outstanding sports complex in India to compete with the best sports complexes that most other universities have outside. And Prashant said that his personal dream would be that this facility would produce at least one Olympic medal winner in this decade.
So go for the gold is the theme. Of course, we would be happy with any medal. Doesn't have to be gold.
The sports complex will have various entities in it. It will be a two-tier thing. These are like the bleachers or the seats out here. We'll have an indoor basketball court, a viewing gallery. Then we are planning on 7 new tennis courts out here.
Of Tinsel team.
Disqualified. Oh, this was not man.
Guys, I think I deceived him. I'm actually going to give you guys a talk about how not to be suckered by these guys. I think in my life, one of the first mistakes I made was to actually get closer to Mashru and Pari Choksi. And before I knew anything, I fought them off for about 2 years, and finally they got to me. So the rule number 1, as soon as you see them holding a mic, run for the door. Please don't. I'm holding the mic currently. The other problem I had was that I'm actually in a company with Bharat Desai into doing something with Gymkhana. And those of you who know me and Bharat, they must realize there's something wrong here. We have never been on the same page before ever in our life. So that's one more reason not to participate in this pledge drive.
because there must be something fishy if two banyas get together and do something.
One more pledge here, a dollar pledge. Dollar pledge, right? $25K, $25,000. Let's go.
Hey, Birdie.
Yeah, right? So that is 25,000.
25K US.
Can't hear you.
10,000 shares.
All right.
Khatu, क्या है?
25,000.
25,000 Khatu. Come on, you get a mic for that, yeah?
Hey, Satish.
15. 1 month.
$25,000.
10,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees for. I'm sorry. Pradeep Maitra, 50,000 rupees, guys. Good. Wagle, 25,000. Prakash Wagle.
Hey, you can move it?
Only beer.
Okay, we'll let you have a dry run. Higher. Samir, higher. No, you're going this way.
$1,000 for the hockey field. $1,000 for the hockey field.
Sharad Nankaukar has just announced one scholarship for an undergraduate student.
All right.
Tamankar has just announced,
What 1 lakh? I'm donating $100,000 for the hostel renovation and the new hostel projects.
I'll be giving you 3 rounds, 3 circles. But trust me, you have to have that trust in me. I'll be taking you onto the tracks. I once again request everyone, please don't come on the tracks. Please try. On your mark, don't come on the tracks. Please, people there, just clear the way. Clear the way. On your mark, get set, go! Please don't come on the track.
You're doing great. Go for it. Samir, go for it.
Simply go fast.
I have exhausted all my Then Bhagat, give me your contact details.
You give me something, I can write it.
Actually other non-alumni who want to participate in a number of ways. There is this wish to give back. There is wish to associate his or her name with a great institute. There is a wish to just use the networking that institutions generally provide. So there is altruism, there is pure self-interest like networking, and there is something in between which gives you a satisfaction.
Ball is given to you, you pass it over your head. The last person, when he gets the ball, comes through everybody's feet, stands in front, again passes.
Pati, yaar.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
Everybody come in. One group photograph of all hostels.